Hello dear student, welcome back. This is Deepak Sutaria from Vasishta Vidyalay. Last time we have discussed about class 8 science third chapter synthetic fibers and plastic. In this chapter we have discussed about natural fibers and synthetic fibers. In synthetic fiber we have studied rayon, polyester and nylon. Now we will see acrylic synthetic fiber. So let's begin with the acrylic. Acrylic. It is obtained by the polymerization of acrylonitrile monomer. The clothes made from this fiber are relatively cheap and available in variety of colors. It resembles closely with wool in its property. Now there are some examples of acrylic fibers. For example, Orlon, Acrylon and Casmilon are the example of acrylic fiber. Property of acrylic fibers. It is lightweight, warm, soft and flexible fibers. It is wrinkle and shrinkle resistant. Its fiber are more durable and affordable. And last one is it is moth and chemical resistance. Uses of acrylic. It is mainly used to make nightwear, fleece, activewear, suits, coats and fake furs. It is used in making sweater, sock, towels, carpets and blanket. Characteristic of synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber have unique characteristics which make them popular dress material. The important characteristics of the synthetic fiber are given below. First, synthetic fibers are very strong. On other hand, natural fiber like cotton, wool and silk have low strength. Synthetic fibers are more durable. Synthetic fibers have high resistance to abrasion. Due to this, the cloth made up of synthetic fiber are very durable. On other hand, natural fiber like cotton, wool and silk have low abrasion resistance, due to which the cloth made up of natural fiber are not much durable. They do not last long. Synthetic fiber absorb very little water. Due to this, the cloth made up of synthetic fiber dry up quickly. On other hand, natural fiber like cotton, wool and silk absorb a lot of water. So, the cloth made up of natural fiber do not dry up quickly. Synthetic fibers are wrinkle resistant. Due to this, the cloth made up of synthetic fibers do not get crumpled easily during washing or wear. They keep permanent creases. On other hand, natural fiber like cotton, wool and silk are not wrinkle resistant. So the cloth made up of natural fiber get crumpled easily during washing or wear. Synthetic fibers are quite lightweight. On other hand, natural fiber are comparatively heavy. Synthetic fiber are extremely fine. So the fabric made from synthetic fiber have very smooth texture. On other hand, natural fiber are not so fine. Due to this, the fabrics made from natural fibers do not have any very smooth texture. Synthetic fibers are not attracted by moths. On other hand, natural fiber are damaged by moths. Synthetic fiber do not shrink. So the cloth made up of synthetic fibers retain their original size even after washing. On other hand, natural fiber sinks after washing. Synthetic fibers are less expensive and available as compared to natural fiber. And last one is synthetic fibers clothes are easier to maintain as compared to those made from natural fibers. These are the characteristics of the synthetic fiber. Our next topic is plastic. We use large number of articles made up of plastic in our everyday life. Some of the articles made of plastic which are used by us in our day-to-day life. For example, bags, water bottles, buckets, mugs, water tanks, water pipes, ballpoint pens, combs, toothbrush, toys, shoes, tea strainers, cups, plates, chair, tables, insulation of wire, covers of electric switches, plugs, sockets and bulb holder, etc. All are things in given in this figure. Some of the parts of the radio, television, refrigerator, car, buses, truck, scooter, trains, aeroplanes, ships and spacecraft are made up of various type of plastic. The list of the things made of plastic and used in home, transport and industry is endless. Dear student, collect some plastic items and then try bend them. Some of items can be bent easily while other breaks when forced to bend. Some plastic items when treated with heat get deformed and bent more easily while some other items have no effect of heat and them. Thus, the basis of their reaction to heat, plastic can be defined into two groups, thermoplastics and thermosetting. Thermoplastic. They are the plastic which soften easily on heating and harden on cooling. They can be heated and cooled again and again to mold into different shapes. For example, here we will discuss about polythene. Polythene is polymer of ethylene. It is unbreakable, corrosion resistant, tough and flexible, and an excellent insulator. It can be rolled into sheets or molded into any shape. It generally used in making waterproof materials and pipes for transporting oil and water. Polythene sheets are used to pack liquids such as milk. Next example is PVC, polyvinyl chloride. It is harder than polythene and used as an insulator. It is used for insulating covering of electric cables and making pipes, shoes, handbags, floor coverings, furniture, raincoats and bottles. Next one is polystyrene. It is a cheaper and lighter material than polythene and can be easily molded. It is used for making packaging of delicate objects like electronics items and crockery. It is also used to make thermocol and to insulate the hollow walls of the refrigerators. Next one is Perpex. It transport like glass and much stronger thermoplastic. It is used as a substitute of glass. It is used for making wind screens of cars and windows of aircrafts. Last one is Teflon. Teflon is slippery, low friction, inert material having high melting point thermoplastic. It is used as a non-stick coating on cookware. These are the example of the thermoplastic. Next is thermosetting plastic. These are the plastic that can be softened by heating only once. Once they are molded and hardened, cannot be softened again on heating. Bakelite and melamine are the two main examples of the thermosetting plastic. They can be maintained their shape and size even at very high temperature. First we will see bakelite. Bakelite is hard, stiff and poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used in making electrical switches, plugs, handles of various utensils and other electrical fittings. Next example is melamine. Melamine is very versatile material. It is resistant to fire and tolerant to heat better than other plastics. It is used for making tabletops, floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. Thermoplastic and thermosetting plastics differs in structure. We will now discuss why thermoplastics can be softened by heat and thermosetting plastic cannot be softened by heat. This is due to difference in their structure. It can be explained in this figure. Both plastic like thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic are made up of long chain molecule called polymers. In thermoplastic, the long polymer chains are not cross-linked with one another. This is seen in figure 1. Due to this, on heating the individual polymer chain can be slide over one another and thermoplastic material becomes soft and ultimately melts. On other hand, in thermosetting plastic, the long polymer chain are cross-linked with one another. This can be seen in figure 2. This cross-link prevents the displacement of individual polymer chain on being heated. Due to this, thermosetting plastic do not become soft on heating once they have been set into a particular shape. For example, polythene is thermoplastic having linear polymer chain with no cross linkage, so it becomes soft on heating. On other hand, bakelite is a thermosetting plastic having long polymer chain connected through cross links, due to which it does not become soft on heating.